Okay, here we go, everybody. At least I hope so. I never know what's going to happen when I hit this live button these days. I hope you guys and girls can hear me okay. Anyway, look, we're going to cover. Thanks, Hippie Jai. You're always right there. I appreciate knowing that at least someone out here can hear me for what it's worth. Anyway, so post market wrap up Friday. We made it July 25th. 2025. Now, this morning we talked about the gap between the stock market and the economy. How's this headline? The market just hit another record, closed at a new record here, even though durable goods orders basically fell off of a cliff. It's over. I mean, the disconnect here is just literally out of control. Um, look, man, the worse this is, just remember what I'm telling you, because I've been saying the same thing for, I don't know, 10 years now. The faster and the harder they could push the economy through the crust of the earth, the higher the stock market's going to go. It's a very interesting phenomenon. The market doesn't care about you, doesn't care about me, right, Mitch? Thank you. I appreciate that. Clemente, thank you too. All the market cares about is the promise of currency devaluation, more easy money, artificially suppressed rates. President Trump said today, and he's confident. He's very confident now that the Fed is finally ready to cut rates, which means you lose. It's the last thing we need. People, look, man, don't take my word for anything. Really, honestly, just pretend I'm lying to you. Just open up another window, do it right now so you can call me out, because there's a lot of people that don't like Greg Mannarino, and they just show up here to call me out, and a lot of fake stuff. Greg said that earnings were going to be down and they're high. No, I never said that. I said expect more fakery here. You can't make this stuff up. But anyway, open up another window. Look for just like, I don't know, how about has the economy historically here in the United States been more prosperous with higher rates or lower rates? You will see. I'm going to tell you a big secret, which you're not supposed to know. The most prosperous times of any economy is not when rates are artificially suppressed and the currency is being destroyed. It's when we have higher rates and the currency has purchasing power. So when you again hear a president, sitting president of the United States, and I'm not calling him out, I'm telling you what he said, along with VP Vance saying the same thing, the two parrots. One's a parrot. It would be Vance. If President Trump said, jump after hating the man to death, he was a never Trumper. Now, if President Trump said jump, Vance is going to say, well, how high, sir? It's a little thing. It's a creature. It's not even human. It's a little Damien Thorn. It's like Rosemary's Baby or something like that. That's what Vance is. But again, this is no secret. You want to fix this entire thing. You want to return purchasing power to the currency. That would wake up our factories. It would wake up our economy, period. But again, the lies, the deceptions, the distractions must be put in there. So it's amazing. So it shouldn't surprise you that even though durable goods orders, basically fell off of a cliff, and we'll talk about that in a moment, the S&P 500 hits another record high. What you can expect here, again, on the back of what's going on here with durable goods, is this: mass layoffs are coming. And here's why. Again, here's that same headline right here, okay, just from another source here. Now I'm going to read this to you. So underlying demand for durable goods weakens in June. Nobody saw this coming, okay? The 9.3% drop in durable goods orders in June. Underlying orders were weak. This is FX25. This isn't me. Underlying orders were weak and signal continued uncertainty has sidelined firms from making large capital outlays today. Let's not even hold that thought. When a company isn't investing in itself to grow, the company is dying. There's no middle ground here. Either a company is investing in itself to grow or it's dying, period. Now, let's move forward. So Lions, durable goods equal long-lasting products. You probably don't know that. This is the lifeblood of exactly what I said, capital investment. So if a corporation, a company is making durable goods, and they're not investing in themselves, they're dying along with everybody else here. So let's move forward. A 9.3% drop is not noise. It's a collapse in business confidence and a flashing red light. When companies fear the future, they cancel capital expenditures. They don't invest in themselves and they die. This is economics 101. Economics 10 freaking 1. Let's move forward here. Underlying orders are weak. The core is rotting. Even when you strip out, you see what they're trying to do. Oh, but look at the airplanes. People are buying airplanes. Underlying orders are weak. Equal the core is rotting. Even when you strip out volatile transportation like aircraft, the trend is still down. It's down, but they won't tell you. This isn't just about Boeing and autos. It's across the board. Now I wrote lines. If capital investment dries up, and it is, all right, the next domino to fall, well, is going to be layoffs. The potential for you to lose your job in any industry goes higher. Now, I'm looking at this poll here. I wrote, in the unfortunate event that you lost your job/income, how long could you make it with no income? 30% said less than 3 months so far. 3 to 6 months, only 12%, 13%. 6 months to a year, only 15%. Now, 43% of you are saying longer than a year. I almost find that a little hard to believe, to be honest with you. If you had no income, you could cover all your bills, all your expenses across the board for an entire year. I think this is a little skewed, and people tend to over-exaggerate what they think they can do. Now, this is a very, people, I put so much work into what I'm going to go cover with you right now. And again, all of what I'm showing you, and this is important, is in your inbox if you subscribe to the Freedom Platform. It looks like some of you, actually about 50 of you today, have taken advantage of the free trial at least. Just give me that. Take advantage of the free trial. And again, if you decide to subscribe, you can earn a free sub just by referring people to the Freedom Platform. What else can I do, man? You can get a free subscription. How easy have I made it for you? You don't want to pay for it? Then don't. Then just initially you'd have to lay out. If you, first of all, who would choose the $5 a month? Please, people, don't do this to yourself. Go for the year. It comes to $3 and change a month. I don't understand why you want to do the $5 a month. You're afraid. If you don't like it, just, all right, I get it. Maybe you want to test it, but use the free trial to test it first. Save yourself a few dollars. Things don't go down generally, but I'm telling you, I'd rather see you guys invest $3 a month or $40 a year, and then just refer people to the channel and earn yourself a free subscription. It couldn't be easier for you guys. Again, link in the description of this video. In there, you're going to find this. Now, this is great that I'm going to read this to you, but to having it in your hand and going over this with your family, people, let me tell you something. I've been working on this, I don't know, for weeks. I have a backlog of stuff for you guys you wouldn't even believe. And I'm over it. Look, let me just say something else while I'm here. Some people are unhappy saying I'm putting out too much material. I put out what I think is important in the newsletter. Okay. You don't have to read it all at one time. I mean, in your leisure, when you're sitting back and you got nothing, instead of turning on the box in your house that programs you, read something that you can learn from. So for those of you, again, that are saying, hey, you know what, Greg, there's too much. Some people have actually unsubscribed. They've subscribed for a week or two, then they unsubscribe. There's no chain here. You're not locked into anything if you subscribe to the Freedom Platform. Again, link in the description of the video. You can get out any time. But people have unsubscribed saying, Greg, you put out too much material. I don't even know what's the right amount. I put out what I feel is important. And yes, I put out a few of these per day. There's no doubt about it. It's a lot. But that doesn't mean you have to sit and read everyone. Take everyone at that time. Just sit back with your wife, whoever you want, and read this stuff. Go over it. Like this. Mechanics of an Economic Meltdown, a Lion's Guide to the Engineered Collapse. Now, I broke this down, I think, very concisely. Thank you, Indy. I appreciate that so much. What? I can't read it. It went too fast. Mechanics of an Economic Meltdown, a Lion's Guide to the Engineered Collapse. Lions. I have been working on this for a while, and it's important. Mechanics of an Economic Meltdown, again, a Lion's Guide to Engineer Collapse of Babylon. 1. Introduction. The collapse is not coming. It's already begun. It's already begun. Do you need any proof? Look, man, and the worse off it gets, the higher the stock market's going to go, potentially. Most people cannot see it because they're trapped inside an illusion, a matrix of false data, media sorcery, monetary distractions that hide the fire beneath the floor. What have I told you? Babylon will burn its own house down if it has to, just to defend itself, to cover the lies and the deceptions. And that goes across the board, not just for the Epstein files, which everyone's freaking sitting there thinking that they're so special that they're going to really learn who's in there. Come on, guys. Just get with the program. Anyway, I wrote, this paper exists for lions, for those who seek to overstand, not just react, for those who want clarity before the shaking grows violent, and for those who feel what others deny, that the system is dying by design. Come on, man. Really, this is a comedy of errors that got us here. Just an accident or just a mistake. Really, if you believe that, you're really in the wrong place. What follows is not theory, what I'm going to write to you for you here. It's a breakdown of how Babylon's engineered own destruction and how we must prepare for what we're in now and for what comes next. 2, the engine, how the system really works. Let me just read this, okay? At the core of the modern financial system it's a lie. What is that? That money has intrinsic value. It does not. Fiat currency is debt. You all know this. It's review. Every dollar created is borrowed into existence with interest that they create out of nothing. It guarantees 2 outcomes: perpetual debt expansion and inevitable devaluation. Central banks like the Federal Reserve issue money backed by nothing but confidence. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Inflation is not a side effect, people. It's in the business model. It's a part of the business model now. You can't make it up. As more money is printed, as you all know, its purchasing power falls and the public pays an invisible tax known as inflation. The Cantillon effect, I'm going to keep talking about it until you guys can recite this, ensures that those closest to the source of money, for example, banks, corporations, political elites, the 1% to 2%ers, they benefit first while it trickles down your back like warm urine. Okay. Can I say that word out here? Warm urine, 2 words? I think I can. I don't think it's too disgusting, but this AI screening, they might not like what I just said. Warm urine. Yeah, that's what you're feeling down your back because of the Cantillon effect. While the rest of the population gets rising prices, and stagnant wages, and again, real wages, that is what you earn based against rising inflation. No one saw the inflation numbers from yesterday. Did you hear a peep about it from President Trump or Vance? No, you didn't. Why? Because if they mention it, then you're going to know about it. But you can't know. Again, it's not going to stop. And again, today, President Trump saying that the Fed's finally ready. The Fed's ready to cut rates. That's what he said. That means you lose. It means you lose. Anyone who bought that really has not even a rudimentary understanding of economics and finance. Imagine a sitting president saying, I'm going to kill your currency. I'm going to make it harder for you to survive. You're going to pay more for everything. And then his followers just go, thank you, sir. Thank you. Make it up, man. Make it up. But that's where we're at. We have legions of zombified people. What would you expect? We have a nation that's become a zombie. It does nothing but consume. It produces nothing. So, of course, the citizenry, not you, and certainly not me, the lions here, all of us here, we get it. We get it. And it's just incredible to see. Anyway, debt becomes fuel for growth. But growth based on debt. Growth based on debt is cancer, and eventually it kills the host. Number 3, the lies, how they hide it. To maintain the illusion of health, Babylon manipulates the symptoms or the numbers, of course. I'm referring to the CPI, all of these numbers. They're rigged to understate inflation and everything else. Even these earnings reports, they're not real. You really believe they're real? I don't. They could report anything. They could write anything. It doesn't. They could add digits to a screen at any amount they want to. It's not real. Come on, guys. Unemployment numbers exclude the discouraged and the unemployed. GDP, the GDP numbers are unbelievable here. We have planetary debt expansion, and they count that as productivity. It's not. Financial media acts as a psychological warfare. Every crash is temporary, of course. Every bailout is necessary. And every inflation surge is, guess what? It's transitory. Remember that word. Let me ask you, since we're friends and we could talk about anything, from Janet Yellen to the Fed to everybody else in between, it was all transitory, except for you and me. Since day one, when they said that word, go back to the video that we did together. We were laughing. Right that day, I said, when they started using the transitory word, we said it wasn't going to be transitory, right, Mitch? You remember that? Oh, man. But there's no one who's been held to account. Has President Trump held anyone to account? No, because he probably said the same thing. You remember before President Trump's last selection, he said the stock market was a big, fat, ugly bubble. But then when he became president, it wasn't a bubble anymore. And he said, rah, rah, rah. Let's devalue that currency. Let's even go to negative rates. Let's prop it up. Look how rich we all are. I wasn't referring to you. That was the Cantillon effect. You were getting destroyed, but you really wanted this guy back. Wouldn't have made a difference who they put behind the Resolute desk. They're just a mouthpiece to keep people divided. This is some kind of a distortion on an epic scale. Anyway, so remember, the inflation surges, it was transitory, but there's no one held to account. Stimulus is sold as relief, but is really a monetary injection to keep the zombie system upright. Quantitative easing is not economic help. It's asset inflation for the rich, debt slavery for the rest of us, and a signal that the real economy has already died. Yeah, sounds about right. Number 4, the pressure points. What triggers meltdown? All right, let's talk about that. The collapse accelerates when key stress points break. 1, interest rates. Artificially suppressed rates destroy savers and debases the currency, and one feeds on the other, leading to a death loop. Number 2, de-dollarization. Nations dump the dollar. It's dying. It's weak. Why would any nation want to hold it? Because they love it so much. The only people that are holding dollars right now are imbeciles, frankly. Anyway, nations dump the dollar, undermining U.S. global dominance and further currency debasement. Imagine our shock how that works. Then you got the supply chain issues, which are seeing fragile and global, easily disrupted credit markets. A freeze here, which we're going to get, means systemic seizure. And no one is ready for that. Geopolitical shocks, war, embargo, sabotage can ignite any of the things I just mentioned to you. Any of these things could spark a complete, utter meltdown of the system. Anyway, and there are others. I just covered a few with you here, but it's the system's design. It's not even the spark that ensures the fire. Number 5, the early signs of collapse. I'm just outlining 4 here, okay? 1, liquidity strain. That's liquidity strain. It's happening now. Consumers feel squeezed. Credit card debt surges and defaults begin. You think we're there? Number 2, market dislocation. You think this isn't a dislocation between reality? There's no connection between reality and the market anymore. Stocks, bonds, and commodities move erratically. Currency crisis, we're in one. Trust in fiat evaporates as inflation spikes. And still we have a president of the United States. Not calling him out. I'm telling you what he said. We need lower rates. We need a weaker dollar. Are you kidding me? Why people aren't taking the streets and saying imbecile, moron, super idiot, whatever you want to call him. You want to kill my currency that I'm working and slaving for just to make ends meet? You want it to die because you want lower rates, you want a weaker currency because you tried to convince people that that's going to make the world want our products? Moron, imbecile of the highest order. Trump, doesn't work, bro. We need to return purchasing power to the currency. But you see, the MAGA people, they're still mute. They have one thing over their mouth and this thumb right in the rectum, and they're enjoying it too. They like the pose. You like that? Yeah, that's a MAGA pose. All right. I'm not calling these people out. I'm calling them in. Anyway, until they do this and start to realize they have a mouth and pull their thumb out of their rectum, they're just useless idiots, man. Let's call people what they actually are. Anyway, so currency crisis, we are in one. And then 4, reset happening now. Really, it is. How do we know that? Think stablecoin tokens. The old system is being replaced just signed into law, completely unconstitutional by President Moron, um, with something programmable, digital, and of course controlling. Number 6, the trap. Stablecoins and the beast system. Stablecoins are the new golden chains. They offer perks, speed, and false security. Behind the glow is surveillance. Every transaction is tracked. Every wallet is linked to a digital ID. Every token is programmable. KYC/MYL laws. And you know what these are. We just covered them. I did a whole paper on it. If, of course, you subscribe to the Freedom Platform. But, this isn't worth $3 a month. Anyway, behavior access will determine your access. Compliance will determine survival. And what looks like convenience is the final cage. Number 7, spiritual dimension. Yeah, I'm going to go there. This is more than economics. It's prophecy. Babylon is falling not because of bad math, but because of spiritual rot, greed, deceit, and manipulation. That these are not sustainable systems. They are violations of divine law. This meltdown, and we're in one, is judgment. And we lions, we are not victims. We are watchmen and watch women, of course. 8, preparation for lions. Exit digital systems where possible. Convert fiat to real assets, land, food, metals, water, tools, anything outside their system. Build local alliances, barter, trade, grow, teach. Stay spiritually grounded, alert, and unafraid. Right, Mitch? Thank you. We prepare, not from fear, but from clarity. Conclusion, people here. Babylon collapses under the weight of its own sorcery. The meltdown is mechanical, deliberate, predictable, engineered, but this is not doom. This is deliverance. For the lions who overstand, this is the call to rise, to lead, and to light the path forward. Sound about right to you, or no? Greg just got it all wrong. Greg doesn't know anything. I don't know anything, but come on, guys, man. Come on, man. It's too obvious. Too obvious. Look, man, I really hope you guys and girls are getting something out of this. And as I said, you don't want to pay to belong to the Freedom Platform. I understand that. Earn a subscription for free by just referring people. Yes, you have to initially lay out $5 or $40 for the year. But you can earn subscriptions for free. Wow. Come on, guys. Help me out here. Help yourselves out here. You got to invest in yourself, period. And I want out of YouTube. I swear on my life, the only reason why I'm out here right now on this live stream is because some of you say you cannot afford $3 a month, and I have to believe you. So I will stay here, okay? I don't want to be here. I really don't. I want to move everything over there. I could even do a live stream, by the way, on the Freedom Platform. I wasn't even aware of it. One of you actually told me about it. I said, Greg, did you know you can go live? I had no idea, but yeah, I can. But I'm going to stay here for those of you that say you really can't afford it, even though you can earn free subscriptions yourself. I can't make this any easy for you. Click on the link below, again, in the description. Just take the free trial. You get all this stuff because this is going to disappear 10 days. It's gone. The morning videos are gone in 10 days. No more. Everything's going to be over on the Freedom Platform. At least engage yourself. Take advantage of the free trial. If you like it, great. Sign up and then earn yourself free subscriptions for life. Just freaking refer people to the Freedom Platform. Is that so much to do? It's a click here, click there. And you could be there forever for free. Just do it. I don't know what you guys and girls are honestly waiting for. Take advantage of this stuff, man. And I really can't imagine I can make it easier for you to do it. Anyway, kind of that's it, man. Yeah, I'm going to stay out here. I will. For those of you that really can't, look, man, to me, this is not freedom. It isn't. I'm sorry. You see what they've done to me. They've turned me off. I go off on some kind of tangent. All of a sudden, by some, freak of nature, they just happen to turn me off at the opportune time. It's incredible to see. this isn't freedom when you have censorship, when you have AI controls, screening of my videos, screening of your comments. I can't even comment. Do you know that? I try to write back to some of you. Nothing happens. Then a comment will say it showed up. I look for it. Not there. That is censorship. That's not freedom here. Bots, scammers. Come on, man. It's just not real. It's not real. Over on the Freedom Platform, there's none of it. You want to talk about a sanctuary? That's what it is. And that's what I'm working to building. And again, I'm waiting for, by next week, I will give you an announcement of when we're having our get together here. It's going to be in November. It's going to be here in Bradenton, Florida, free to everyone who subs to the Freedom Platform. You're going to come here and we're going to have a great time. You're going to get to interact with all of these people here. I would love to meet some of you. I mean, there's no cover charge. There's no nothing. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to invite YouTubers there. Hopefully we'll get some other people, but I don't even care anyway. It's going to be you and me. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a whole Q&A session. I mean, we're going to have fun. We're going to have food. It's going to be a blast for all of us. So again, another perk for you. And when this thing gets bigger, we're going to branch out into, right now we're already running several food drives in several states, just in case you didn't know that, sponsored by you guys here, Lions, who have decided to, do something. And then we're going to take this another level at one point here. But anyway, I'm counting on you guys and girls to make this happen. It's all you, man. It's all of you. Anyway, love you with all I got. I mean it with all I got. People, it's time. You ready? It's Friday. Bring it in. Bring it in. Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable. I will see those of you who do subscribe or at least have taken me up on my free trial. Okay? Link in the description of the video. I'll see you Sunday for my Markets to Look Ahead. Right now, the Markets to Look Ahead is not on YouTube anymore. It's only on the Freedom Platform. And again, 10 days from today, my morning videos will not be here either. It's going to be there. It's all going to be over there as well. So I really hope you guys consider at least taking me up on my offer for a free trial for yourselves. And then if you decide to subscribe, earn yourself a free subscription by just referring people. I can't make it any easier for you guys. I'm trying to build something and I need you guys. Help me out, man. I've had your back for over 10 years. Anyway, that's kind of it. Love you. Again, have a great weekend, everybody. Oh, by the way, for those of you that asked, Bradenton is closed. There's no drag racing tomorrow. I was going to run the Copo tomorrow. I know some of you actually show up at the track. Don't show up. I won't be there. They're doing construction over at the drag strip, so I won't be running the Copo, unfortunately. And I got a neat surprise. I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you next week. For you gearheads, I got a nice surprise for you, and you're going to like it. Love you. I'll see you guys. I hope I'm going to see you guys on Sunday. For those of you, again, just take me up on the free trial, and you'll see me Sunday. Link in the description of this video. Otherwise, I'll see those of you that subscribe to the Freedom Platform on Sunday for my Markets to Look Ahead. And I will see you guys on Monday. That'll be what? 7, 10, 9, 8. It'll be 7 days till we stop that. Anyway, love you. See ya.